I'm pretty sure that if you're watching this video and you can see from the title is that at least one time inside of you, you thought, because most probably, by the way, you sell coaching, consultation, infobiz, agency, whatever. Okay, you understand me. The point is that the question that most probably you did to yourself was like, oh fuck, maybe my product's not good. Why people are not paying me the money I would like? Why I can't pitch the amount of money I would like? And the video of today will be less practical, less technical. But what is very important to understand, this is literally a state of mind that's installed inside of yourself, inside of your mind, because this is a belief problem. The point is that, and most probably you know that the high ticket clients, people that pay you a lot of money, are the best clients you can have because you deliver better, you feel better because you feel like fulfilled, you get 10K and you're like, oh, this is very good. So you can even provide more value. And also, very important, the other person will be much more committed. So they're all happy. But for example, if you ended up in the call and because you want money, but not because you need maybe, but because we are like, oh yeah, whatever amount I have to collect cash is very important, cash collect, pay in full and blah, blah, blah. Yes, but a lot of times you take decision, and I made this, just because you want the dopamine effect of making money, right? So maybe it's not about making discounts, but maybe you charge something based on the person that you have in front of you and not based on the value that you want to attribute to yourself and you want to respect. And this create one thing, create the fact that you're gonna charge that person maybe is gonna pay you, but then it's gonna be literally pain in the ass. Okay, also I made a game of words. This is because you're afraid and you don't believe on what you're charging. And I know this would be very easy if you could restart and starting from zero, and you understand that the bare minimum, the standard, is the money that you want to charge. Because once you're able to do that, you are able to like kind of hack your mind into understand that the value, you set the value, because everything is based on perception. Yes, you set it also by the social proof you have and stuff, but not always. Because I don't know if it's your position that you're watching this video, but I personally have social proof, so I don't have this problem. But there is people that I know. Let's imagine two guys. That one has a lot of social proof, like actually what he sells is very good at. But the point is that even if he has social proof, there is another guy with less proofs that sell for more money. And you understand, and this is a fact, it's not an assumption, it's not something I'm saying randomly, but it's something that exists, and not only for the person I know, but for a lot of people even more. So what this can tell you is that it's not always about how positioned you are, but mainly how position you think you are. Because in the moment you said to yourself that you will work with people that pays you minimum 5 figures, for example, you understand that you set a limit. And for being in that level, you have to be that person. So you have to be the person able to pitch that amount of money. You have to be the person able to feel confident into pitch that amount of money. And call it how you want, because I don't want to bring this into belief, into attraction and stuff, but it is. You will attract only people that are aligned in your same level. So you understand how sometimes we make this harder than what actually it is, because literally it's a switch that you have to decide to adopt. And me personally, I did this years ago. When I was working well, I was making good money. But the point, the single client I was having that moment were people that was paying me a little of money, because me, I wanted money. So I thought, oh yeah, you don't have 5K? Okay, you can pay me 2.5. Fuck it. Don't do that. Don't do that, because in the moment you said to yourself that you want to work with a specific person that has this specific budget, I can guarantee you that you will find only that type of person, but not because the other will not appear. You will just filter them out. Because a person that comes in a call, it happened to me. For example, the ticket was 5K and the guy was very interested, but it was like, oh yeah, bro, but it's a lot of money. We'll need to do it if we can 4 payments. And yeah, I could say, yes, let's do in 4 payments, because cash is still cash. So maybe somebody will not agree on this, okay? But my reaction was that I refused that guy. Not because he was not good, but because if I understand a person right now and nothing bad can't afford my service, okay, in that moment you understand that this is kind of a situation that put himself in a way where most probably if he will not get results immediately, it will be going under pressure, it will be stressed, maybe it's taking a big risk, and big risk is good to take. But you understand that was not in line with the avatar that I create for myself, the people I want to work with, because I work in B2B market. You understand? So I've solved a problem. I'm not selling by emotion as B2C. B2C, they sell a lot on emotion, motivation, and blah, blah, blah. B2B is much more rational, it's much more a choice where people take thinking, understanding, majority of times reading data. So it's kind of an equation, like if everything fit, let's do this, deal, done. And you understand that the target, the majority, not all, but the majority of people in that target are people that can afford to pay, for example, that ticket, okay? So what I understood is that that person, if was having problem, okay, into paying that, I understand that is not the type of customer I want. So you understand that in this way, yes, I lost a sale, but at the same time, I'm gonna attract and I work only with people that I decide to work with. And can be adapted in whatever thing you're doing, whatever you're selling, okay? It's literally a switch that you have to make inside of yourself to understand that once you switch this thing, once you switch and you understand what's your value, how much money you want to charge, and you set that as you for the bare minimum stuff, things will happen. Don't ask me why. Of course, if we're talking about info and stuff, of course, it's also about the qualification of the lead you have, and we're gonna talk about this. But that's not the point, because a person can put down the form on the application and say I have the money and then come in the call and not be aligned with your pitch. Okay, so it's also how you do it, because in the moment that you really and truly believe what you're selling, for what you're selling that, trust me, it will be completely different. And sounds not so practical, as I said in this video, but I really hope you can put in action this, because for even crazy sounds, just it's nothing based on data, nothing based on action, but just on beliefs. Just on belief that you have to break and restore a new one inside of you, and that will help you into get the type of customer you want.